Hey, what's up, fishaholics? And today I'm here in Rhode Island, just north of Providence, at a small park, and I'm going to be fishing this little pond you see here behind me. And today's a perfect day. It's middle of March, getting towards the end of winter, but it's 65 degrees, so it's like an early spring day. Today I'm going to be doing some multi-species fishing for carp, crappie, and largemouth bass out of this small little pond. And this small little pond is perfect because it's shallow with a max depth of like 4 feet, and around the edges it's only like a foot, half foot. So a lot of those fish are going to be migrating from their wintering basin areas to the shallows because the shallows are going to be baked by this warm early spring sun. Anyways, I have a whole spread up here of different rods that I'm going to be using. I've got an ultralight setup for carp that just has a bare hook on it. And then I have another little setup here for crappie with a small little jig on it and a bobber. And then I have another setup with a Bitsy bug jig with a green pumpkin XPS Bass Pro Shops Craw. And then I have another rod here, my St. Croix Tide Master inshore spinning rod, rigged with a small little cream 4-inch scoundrel worm in green pumpkin. I'm going to start off bass fishing today because I've been seeing quite a few bass swimming around the edges, and that's usually a little bit faster fishing than crappie fishing or carp fishing, because carp I'm going to have to chum up the carp with some sweet baby corn. So let's get to the bass fishing. There he is, on that jig. Oh, there we go. There we go. Woo, guys, nice bass right there. Just on that little Bitsy bug, 1/8 ounce jig. I'm pretty much matching the bottom color with that little jig. That I'm pretty much using an all green pumpkin colored jig, and then I'm tipping it with a small Bass Pro XPS green pumpkin craw. And this little fish, he's probably only about £1.5 pounds, but if I was in a tournament, this would be going in the boat as a keeper. So anyways, a nice early spring or late winter bass on a little Bitsy bug jig. Looking for one nice big 3-4 pound largemouth out of this little pond. I know there's big bass in here up to like 3-4 pounds because I've seen them, but they're just really hard to catch. They probably get caught all the time. This is a nice little spot here. No wind, a lot of sun. The water definitely is really going to be heated up fast in this little spot of the pond. I got some big carp over here. Wow. Now I know there's some carp over here. I might get my carp gear and try and catch them. I just spotted them. I can't spook these fish. Let me look through the trees here. Wow, I've got a really fat carp down over here. I'm gonna go get my carp rod and take a little break from the bass fishing. All right, well, I got my little carp rod. I've got some baby sweet corn. I'm gonna bust that out and use that as my bait. This is the good stuff right here. I'm gonna throw out some corn into the shallow water here. He's swimming to the left. Hopefully I can get him to come back over here. I'm gonna try and chum him, keep him over in this area. And then I got my small little ultralight setup here with a small little Gamakatsu hook. I'm going to put 2-3 pieces of Little sweet baby corn on there. Let's catch a carp. Now it's just a waiting game. I know he's out there. He's out here somewhere. When I was walking along the shoreline, I saw him sunning himself. I think there's another one over here. I can't really see him that well because he's a lighter color. I think he's feeding on the bottom. There he is, he's picking up the corn. Alright, my corn is right in front of him. I think he picked it up. There he is, got him. Oh, it's a big one. That's a big one. I got him. Oh, that's a big carp. That's a big carp. He's definitely gonna put, oh my gosh. Woo! He's gonna put my tackle to the test with this little ultralight setup here. This is why I brought my big net. People were kind of looking at me like I was a fool when I was carrying this big net along the water of this little pond. They're like, what's he gonna catch out of that little pond that he's gonna net something with a big net like that? Oh, it's a nice one. It's probably at least a at least a 10-pounder. I'll probably put him on the scale and see how much this carp weighs. Oh, oh! She didn't want to come in yet. It's a nice one. One time I was out here ice fishing and I hooked a really big fish on 2-pound test on a little ice fishing rod. I definitely think it was a carp. It was just peel and drag and eventually it broke me off, but you know, there's some big carp in here. Okay. Got her. There we go. Woo! Got this big fat carp. Oh, there we go. Woo, that's a fatty. Let me get this hook out of you. Right at the top of the lip there. That's a nice hook set. Oh, whoo! I'm gonna get a picture, get a weight on her, and then throw her back. And it reads 12 pounds, 5 ounces. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, she got a little bigger. 12 pound, yeah, 12 pounds, 7 ounces we're gonna go with. This big carp. All right, let's get her back in the water. There she goes. I'm gonna get some more corn to chum with. Go down here a little bit so I can use the wind as to my advantage to throw this corn out a little bit further. Right here in front of me, I've got 2 big carp. Oh, I think he's gonna eat it. There he is, got him. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. Never mind, it might be about the same size as my first one. I gotta get this fish in soon because my camera is about to die, running low on battery. Oh, this big girl doesn't want to come in. Oh, gosh. Oh gosh, powerful fish, powerful fish. But I wouldn't want to catch them on anything other than little ultralight tackle like this. Oh, come here, baby. Oh. Come on, you're almost there. Got her, yeah. Just a nice big fish. Woo! Get a quick weight on her, get her back in the water. Okay. And the scale says 12 pounds, 5 ounces, about the same size as the other one. About 11 pounds, 5 ounces, subtract the weight of the net. Nice pretty fish. Let's get a good release on her. There she goes. All right, fishaholics, I'm gonna get out of here. Today was a pretty decent day so far. I mean, for the hour that I fished in this little pond, I caught a nice largemouth, about 1.5 pounds on that Bitsy bug jig. And then I caught a couple nice carp on some sweet corn, which was nice. And I would love to fish this little pond a lot longer, but I'm getting a lot of people walking by me telling me that, you know, you're not allowed to fish until the beginning of April. And I'm kind of like, no, well, that's for trout fishing, not for bass or carp. And then a guy walked by and told me that there's a couple game wardens, here at this little park. So I'm gonna try and get out of here before I get a ticket if I'm not supposed to be fishing, or I'm gonna go up to him and ask him like, oh, am I allowed to be fishing here? But either way, I'm probably gonna go and fish another spot for the rest of the day. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just post a comment in the comment section below, or look in the description below if you have any questions about how I was catching fish today or what tackle I was using. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you guys out on the water.